You are listening to the Outlaw Podcast with me, your host, Andrea Hall. I am a certified equine gestalt coach, speaker, 3-time author, and lawyer. I help women lawyers who are miserable in their career, struggling with mental and emotional health issues, wanting to have fun in their lives, and struggling to be selfish. After fulfilling my dream of being a criminal defense attorney and opening my own law practice right out of law school, I thought I had it all. While at the height of my career, my 18-month-old puppy died, and I thought, what am I killing myself for? Sometime later, I was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and my world turned upside down. It was in that moment I realized something had to change. This podcast is about sharing my journey with you about what is possible in your life outside the legal profession, stopping the adulting, and being able to play as a child, inspiring you to dream again. Let the journey begin. Hey, it's Andrea coming back at you with another episode of Outlaw. It's not that I have too little time to do all the things I need to do. It's that I feel the need to do too many things in the time that I have, 24 hours. Have you ever noticed that the to-do list is long and just keeps getting longer? I find myself frequently moving things from one to-do list to the next, and it seems like the list never gets smaller. I find that I can get sucked into things like Facebook or one of the 2 books that I'm reading and have going on at any given time, catching up with a friend, or hanging out with my horses for hours. Did you know that there are 8,760 hours per year? And what will you choose to do in that time? As a female business owner and attorney, I find that it is easy for me to get sucked away in a day. At the end of it, I think back and go, where did the time go? I know that I am not the only one out there. There are other women, lawyers, business owners, and executives who feel the same way. I see it daily in Facebook groups and friends that I talk with, how they struggle to find balance and get everything done that they want to get done in a day. And for me, I decided to make me a priority this year, specifically in the first 100 days, like I talked about in another episode. In the years past, I've struggled with this. And why? Why is it so hard to make me and my life a priority? And for me, I found that it was because I felt like I was being selfish and I was taking time for me. Does that sound like something you say to yourself? That you're being selfish if you take time for yourself? If you choose me, that you're being selfish? I realized that I wasn't being selfish or selfless, yet I was actually being self-loving, which for me and most women, I don't think comes easily. We are givers by nature, and it's much easier to give to others than it is to take a step back and be really self-reflecting and choosing ourselves. And for me, I had to look back and go, where was I spending this 8,760 hours in a year? Where do I spend most of my time? And I looked back at my calendar of what I do on a daily basis, a weekly basis, and a monthly basis, and I could see where my time was getting pulled in directions that was eating up the 24 hours that I was given in that day. And it was easy for me to see what I actually valued. And for me, I discovered that a lot of what I valued apparently was surrounding myself with work and being woo busy with lots of things that necessarily didn't bring me joy and were definitely not self-loving. And so this year I really looked back and said, what am I going to do different? And for me, this was hard to look at because there were things that I said I wanted, yet it wasn't on the calendar. And they weren't things that I was really really achieving. And I know that there are other women that this rings true for. And if you're hearing me say this, think about, does this really ring true for you? So now, what will you do about it? What is possible if you focused on the things you wanted and cut the list? How will you choose to do things differently this year? My first 100 days is all about self-reflection, health, positivity, and taking time for what is most important to me. The to-do list is smaller, and there's plenty of time to do the things I want to do. Share with me in the comments below 1 or 2 things that you will find time to do on a daily basis, because guess what? We all have time for the things we most desire. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Outlaw. Thanks for tuning into another episode of Outlaw. There is life after litigation. If anything I said in this episode resonates with you, call for a free exploratory session to see how I can help you. My horses will give you instantaneous feedback, unlike traditional talk therapy. You will shift your awareness into real time with the help of a horse. The horses are like lie detectors, flushing out limiting beliefs with a swish of their tail, a shift of their 1,200-pound body, or a simple unwillingness to move. Horses have a way of seeing into the window of our souls. Horses have been connected to humanity since the dawn of time. Their hearts can heal and mend our broken hearts. Simply standing in their presence can change our lives forever, putting the puzzle pieces back together and returning us to wholeness. Horses are restoring the parts of us that have been missing. You can call us at 970-682-4405 to set up your appointment today. Want to be inspired daily? See about our latest events or purchase a copy of my books? Go to our website at www.witherswhisper.com. That's www.witherswhisper.com. Or you can follow us on any social media venue at Withers Whisper. Until the next episode, listen to the whispers.